Hey guys, what's up? I was a bit busy. Diwali season, lot of work. Anyway, today we are going to discuss about my photo editing process on my journey to edit a photo from the very beginning to the very end. Let's begin. So here we have our photo, and what we are going to do is we are going to first adjust our brightness. So let's go in this order, the order the things are. So we are going to first adjust the brightness and temperature. So for this particular image, I would like to increase the contrast a bit and dull the exposure tad bit. Keep in mind this histogram. I think I've made a video on it. If I haven't, I'll make one very soon. Basically, the right side is your highlights, the left side is your shadows. Yes, so as you can see, and this actually tells you if your image is overexposed or underexposed. So we'll just turn the exposure a tad bit and increase the contrast, and then we are going to decrease the highlights because we don't need the white skies. Just you know increase the shadows for some details and decrease the blacks because the hair and the thing, just for the contrast. Now remember, increasing your contrast will also increase your saturation. Okay, then we are going to do a little bit of clarity. I don't need too much texture on this image. If you want, you can add it. So let's add some vibrance. We prefer vibrance to saturation because saturation, if when you increase it, it looks like this. It doesn't look very good. So I prefer vibrance to saturation. Let's keep the saturation where it is. Maybe just a little bit for this yellow part here. Okay, if now as you can see, there's the head part and the hair looks a little too black. So maybe we can just dull the contrast a tad bit, and as you can see, the sky is looking a little bluer. Now you can adjust the curves. This is how you add even more contrast, but I don't think we need any more contrast. But what I do think I need is if I could just keep the shadows over here, and maybe this will help. This is the blacks. I'm just moving the blacks up, and I'm getting this thing down so it gets a little bit more of an even exposure. Now it's the color hue, saturation and luminance curve which is important. So we are going to, let's see, how should I edit this. The blue is there, the red, should I make it like this? No. Okay, so this looks fine. You can adjust, the orange also looks fine. Let's make the yellow a little bit more orangish maybe. No, the green looks bad. Let's keep it around here, and the green should be more greenish. Let's make the green here. So you can make the greens look yellow, but you don't want to. You want to make the green look more green, and here we are. So the aquas should be bluish. Yes, let's make the aquas bluish, and let's make the blue right around here. So it's more or less the same. Let's leave the purple and the magenta. They don't usually come handy. You can change them. This is the saturation, so you can adjust the saturation of individual colors. Okay, let's keep it here. You have the green and you have the yellow and blue. Okay, this looks good. Again, increasing saturation, increasing contrast. Increasing contrast will also add to the saturation. So when you're changing contrast, keep that in mind. Purple, no. And okay, now we come to the color grading. Now this is a photo that I'm editing from the top down, but here's also another helpful tip. If you feel like it, depends on the image, you can first add your color grading. Let's say I want an orange and teal look, so I'll do the shadows a teal color, just a tad bit, and makes the highlight orange and decrease the saturation. Okay, As you can see, this gives it a orange and teal look. Now, as I have done here, I have moved the shadows up. If you bring them down, you will see that it's more contrasty, but I like to keep it here. And this is your color grading. You can adjust the blending and the balance as to how much of the highlight or the shadows color should be there. This is an evening scene, so I'll just keep it a more towards the shadows just to give it a little bit more blue tone. I'll also adjust the temperature later. Then you add some sharpening if you want. I don't need any more sharpening. Lens corrections, depends. Do you want to transform it? Depends. Effects, I don't want any effects on this. And here you can calibrate, so the tint is magenta or green, or you want the red prime hue to be this red or yellow. Saturation of the red. These are your color calibration tool. This is your hue saturation and luminance tool. I'm sorry, not luminance. Luminance. Now this is a evening shot, so I'll just make the temperature a little bit towards blue just to increase the effect. If I make it like this looks like more of an afternoon shot. But just over here is where you can feel the colors to be just right. Now I will take the opportunity to add some saturation to the yellows and the oranges just to make this part of the bamboo sticks to be a little bit more orangish, and there we have it. We can dull the exposure down a little bit, maybe just for the sake of it. Let's see. And that's it. So this is how you edit a photo from start to finish. You do your basic corrections, then you add your color grade, and you move on from there. Most of it is just on a need to basis. Like if you need to do it, you do it, otherwise you don't. And other times it depends on the type of image and the look you're going for. So best of luck out there. Edit your best photos. Thank you.